Top 5 Best presents Student with Autism Writes SATs. No one expected this. Now before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to experience more stories just like this one every day. Being the parent of a child with special needs brings with it a unique set of challenges, but the desire to protect your child and to provide them with empathy, compassion, and an appropriate quality of life are the same regardless of a child's unique individual needs. Unfortunately, however, schools and educational facilities too often find themselves short-staffed and underfunded when it comes to providing resources for students with special needs. This means that oftentimes when they are not given the support to measure up to the other students, it can set off a pattern of feeling inadequate and a fear of reaching for their full potential. Now, as with any child, many people in their life have an opportunity to foster positive self-image and identity within a child. And today, we are going to hear the story of one teacher who went out of her way to do just that. Merseyside is a county nestled in England's northwest region, and among its boroughs is St. Helens, with a population of nearly 103,000. It has at its heart Lansbury Bridge School and Sports College. The facility specifically caters to children with unique challenges, but that doesn't mean that their requirements are any less demanding. And students at the Lansbury Bridge School are still required to acquire a certain level of knowledge during their attendance, and a part of that is passing their SATs. Now, unlike North America, the SATs in England refer to the National Curriculum Assessment, a test used in English primary schools to assess the progress of students at ages 7 and 11. 11-year-old Ben Twist was a student at Lansbury Bridge School when he was required to write the SATs. Ben lives with autism, and his mother Gail has been by his side supporting him through all of the challenges that his learning difficulties have brought with them, because she knew that high-pressure situations like exams were particularly difficult for him. Gail was justified in her concern. The day of the exam, Ben tried his best, but when the results came back, it was sad news, unfortunately. Ben had failed his national curriculum assessment. Gail remained supportive, but soon they would receive a letter that changed everything. When Gail received the letter from the school a short while later, she was quite certain that it would discuss the need for Ben to work harder and improve his grades. After all, that was what the test results had demonstrated, but nothing could prepare her for what she found inside. Ben's teacher, Ruth Clarkson, had taken the time to write out a letter to Ben, shedding a little more light on his test results. The letter begins, "Dear Ben, I am writing to you to congratulate you on your attitude and success in completing your end of key stage SATs." The letter continues to detail the hard work that Ben had put in with his teachers and support workers. She then continues to say, "A very important piece of information I want you to understand is that these tests only measure a little bit of you and your abilities. They are important, and you have done so well. But Ben Twist is made up of many other skills and talents that we at Lansbury Bridge see and measure in other ways." Ms. Clarkson then goes on to highlight a number of the skills that she believes Ben exhibits. Among them are his artistic talents, his kindness, his athletic abilities, his achievements in the music program, and finally, his talents in design and construction. After the impressive list of areas where Ben had proven excellence, Ms. Clarkson writes, "We are so pleased that all of these different talents and abilities make you the special person you are, and these are all of the things we measure to reassure us that you are always making progress and continuing to develop as a lovely, bright young man. Well done, Ben. We are very proud of you." After reading the letter, Gail found herself tearing up, overwhelmed by the compassion shown in Miss Clarkson's letter. And she wasn't the only one. After receiving the letter, she couldn't help but share the tale on Twitter. Within hours of her tweet, the story exploded, being picked up by nearly every news agency in the UK, and racking up thousands of retweets and supportive comments, including one from British politician Tom Watson, who said, quote, "Please tell Miss Clarkson she is a credit to the teaching profession." Another drew contrast between the story and a lot of the negative news we see on a regular basis by writing, "In light of all these heartbreaking stories, Ben just provided the smile I needed." Ben's story has been shared around the globe and is changing the way some people view the relationship between learning difficulties and standardized testing. In a strange twist, Ben's letter has also been used as a part of an English exam in China. Ruth Clarkson should stand as an example to teachers everywhere of what can be seen when we choose to look past someone's challenges in order to see their talents. Thank you for watching. Tap one of the 2 videos on the screen for another amazing story.